as you will study more and more mathematics and you will move to further classes or move to some higher classes, one term that will keep following you, or say that you will encounter it every time in mathematics, and that is rounding off numbers, or estimation. This one word, this one term will keep following you, or you will encounter it every time. So what exactly is rounding off numbers? What if I tell you that you use this particular concept of rounding off numbers in your day-to-day life, or you have been using it but you don't know what exactly was? So suppose your family has organized a party, and your mom is expecting around say 100 people, 100 guests. Your mom is expecting, or your father is expecting, that there would be 100 guests in the party. But are you sure that there would be only 100 guests? Because maybe there are only 98 guests, or 97 guests would come, or maybe it could be 110 or 120 or whatever the number is. So are you sure that there would be only 100 guests? But no, when you arrange the party, when you make the arrangements, then you keep in your mind that okay, maybe around, you use the word around, or you use maybe, or you use we expect 100 guests to come, right? This is nothing else but a rounding off the numbers, or you are making some approximation. Or say you are making some estimation. You are estimating how many guests would come, and on the basis of that you would arrange it. You will make the arrangements. This is all rounding off. You have rounded off the value. Let me explain you this particular thing with one more example by this. Suppose this image, I have taken this image from Wikipedia, and this image is of New Delhi railway station. Suppose railway official says that on New Delhi railway station, there are around, or even if they do not use around, they do not use this word around, they say that 1 lakh passengers daily come to New Delhi railway station. But the question comes that are they sure that only 1 lakh? Because maybe the number of passengers that would come on New Delhi railway station on any particular day would be 98,000 or 95,000, or even say it could be 1,20,000. But the railway official give an estimate, an approximation of some value that they expected. Okay, on an average, New Delhi railway station always welcomes around 1 lakh passengers, every day. This is also an approximation. This is also an estimation. This is also rounding off the values, or rounding off the numbers. Let me take one more example. On the eve of Diwali, that's a Hindu festival. So suppose this is a market. Okay, this is a market, and again this image has been taken from the Wikipedia. This is a market, and on the eve of Diwali, the security officials are expecting that they would be around, or they would be expecting that 50,000 people on the eve of Diwali would come for the shopping. But again, who knows that? Does anyone know that only 50,000 people would come? No, there could be 38,000, there could be 55,000, and there could be 51,000. But surely it's not going to be 2 lakh. They're not going to be 3 lakh. That's for sure. Otherwise, they would have given some higher estimation. They would have not said 50,000. Since they are expecting somewhere around these number of people, that is why they would make their security arrangements on the basis of keeping this value and not this value, because this will require much more higher security personals. Similarly, in this case, this would be 1 lakh, but surely not, it's not going to be 2 lakhs. It's surely not going to be 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, right? So they are expecting around 1 lakh or 1,20,000. Maybe even it could go to 2 lakhs, but surely it's not going to be 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Okay, so this is overall concept of rounding off the numbers. Okay, you make an approximation, you make an estimation, and on the basis of that you perform some operations or you perform some actions. Okay, so same concept goes in mathematics. In mathematics, you use the values, you put the values in some equations, or you in some formula, or you derive some data on the basis of some calculation. There you do some estimation, there you do some rounding of numbers as per the requirement.